Hi all, welcome to Chandan English YouTube channel. This is Jyotsna. In this session, we are going to discuss set number 4. Okay, already set 3 has completed, and today I am going to discuss set 4. Okay, this set 4 consists of 25 MCQs. Okay, so each and every student from starting to end, don't even miss a single MCQ. Why? Because this series is very important, friends. Why? Because upcoming days RRB Group D 2026 examination is going to be conducted, right? So for that purpose, this session is very useful. So almost 25 MCQs are going to be covered from this session only, general science MCQs. Okay. So before starting the session, once all of you click the like button, and if you need this PDF, so join in the Telegram channel which is provided in the description link, so that you will get PDF, download it and practice it after the end of the session. Okay, very good evening Joseph, very good evening. Before starting the sessions, once all of you click the like button and share it to your friends who needs classes in English medium. I will display the question. If you know the answer, mention it in the comment section, and even if you know the extra information regarding the MCQs, you can mention it in the comment section. Okay, very good evening. So let's start the session. Column A, actually this is the type of match the following. So I have given it in a very different way. Okay. So actually this is column A, this is column A and column B. Okay, column A has 3 statements and column B has 4 statements. Now match it and put your answer in the comment section. So first statement is largest gland in human body. Second statement is primary hormone regulating blood glucose level is. And third statement is cell organelle where actual site of photosynthesis occurs. Option column B consists of pancreas, islets of Langerhans, liver, chloroplast. Now match it and put your answer in the comment section. Students who are in the live session, if you not yet liked this session, once all of you click the like button and share it to the maximum strength. Yes. Okay. So what is the first option? Largest gland in human body. So which is the largest gland in our human body, students? Liver. So almost 500 vital functions will be performed by the liver. Okay. How many vital functions are performed by the largest gland, students? Liver. Okay. So how many functions? 500. So largest gland in our human body is liver. So tell me, students, which is the smallest gland? Which is the smallest gland in our human body? All of you mention your answer in the comment section, and what is the answer for this question? Largest gland is, so this is 1, and primary hormone regulating blood glucose level. So pancreas will release an enzyme called insulin. So this insulin will regulate the blood sugar level. Okay, this insulin will regulate the blood sugar level. So what is the answer for this question? This is option 2. And finally, actually what do you mean by photosynthesis, students? Photosynthesis process is nothing but by utilizing the light energy. Okay, the process of converting light energy into like a chemical energy, that is nothing but carbon dioxide and water are utilizing the light energy and converting into oxygen and starch, and that is known as what, students? Photosynthesis process, which takes place in plants. So exactly at which part of the cell organelle this photosynthesis process takes place, students? At chloroplast. Okay, so what is the name of that cell organelle? Known as chloroplast. It is also known as kitchen house of the cell. Okay, so very good, students. So what is the answer for statement number 3? So yes, this is statement number 3. 2, 1, 3. Or what is this? So this is okay, how to match it? So I have matched it in what is this? Reverse way. So largest gland is R, primary hormone regulating glucose level is P, and cell organelle is S, RPS. So where is this RPS? C. So tell me, students, which is the smallest gland? Pineal gland. So pineal gland will release which enzyme? Now tell me, pineal gland, which is the smallest gland, it will release which enzyme? So what it will release, students? It will release melatonin. So melatonin is nothing but it is helpful for our skin and hair health. It is helpful for our skin and hair health. Okay. So these chloroplast, it is a cell organelle, right? So this chloroplast has a nickname. This chloroplast has a nickname, and what is the nickname of the, students? Kitchen house of the cell. kitchen house of the plant cell, remember. Okay, kitchen house of the plant cell is known as what, students? Chloroplast. Okay, yes, very good students, very good. So next question, column A, column B. So SI unit of electric current, device that converts chemical energy directly into electrical energy, naturally occurring magnetic ore used since ancient times. Column B, ampere, voltaic cell, lodestone, galvanometer. Now try to put your answer in the comment section. Yes, students who are in the live session, if you not yet click the like button, once all of you click the like button and share it to your friends. So if you have any groups, please share this link and tell them to join in the session. Okay, why? Because if the people who has already listened this session, if you come to this session, you can take it as a practice, right? Okay. What is the answer for this question? So there is column A and column B. So match the column A with the column B and put your answer in the comment section. So first one is, we have discussed many times, SI unit of electric current is. So what do you mean by electric current, students? Nothing but, so there is a current carrying conductor. So this is a current carrying conductor. So what happens in this current carrying conductor, students? So the flow of electrons, the flow of especially charges, the flow of charges takes place. Flow of charges takes place especially what is that? Electrons through a current carrying conductor is known as what, students? So what is generated there? Electrical current is generated there. This electric current is measured in amperes. Okay, and the instrument which is used to measure this electric current is ammeter. So there is also like a galvanometer, students. This galvanometer is used to measure very small currents. Galvanometer is an instrument which is used to measure very small currents. Very, very important. Okay, so what is the answer, students? SI unit of electric current is P. Device that converts chemical energy directly into electrical energy. So for example, take a battery. So what is present in that battery, students? Example, lithium. So that lithium is nothing but what, is that is a chemical. So what is happening here in the battery? Chemical energy is converting into electrical energy. So what is the answer for this? The device. So this is Q. And finally, natural occurring magnetic ore used since ancient time was, what is this? Lodestone, PQR. So what is the answer here? Option D is the answer for this question. Okay, tell me, students, lodestone is also known as what? I have already told you. Lodestone is also known as magnetite ore. Okay, lodestone is also known as magnetite. Remember, very, very important. Okay, so what is this lodestone, sense? It is also known as magnetite. So for the magnetic purposes, so for the magnetic ore purposes, ancient times this natural ore has been used rarely. Okay. Next question. If you need any course and if you utilize JM10 coupon code, you can get any course for huge discount. Remember, students, JM10 coupon code. So next question, this is also having column A and column B. So column A, first statement is mineral acid commonly present in highest concentration in human gastric juice. Gas that acts as the primary carbon source in the Kelvin cycle. Vitamin whose deficiency causes defective collagen synthesis. Column B, sulfuric acid, hydrochloric acid, carbon dioxide, or ascorbic acid. Yes, very good, students. And match the column A with the column B. Match the column A with the column B. Very good, students. So this session I have already told you, students, one day the MCQs will be like easy to moderate, and the next day the MCQs will be from moderate to difficult. And the next day the questions will be very high standard, students. If you prepare in this manner, you can attempt any type of question which is asked in, which will be asked in examination. Okay. So what is the answer, students? Very good. Mineral acid commonly present in highest concentration in human gastric juices. So it is nothing but it is a mineral acid, students. So what is it actually? Hydrochloric acid. So hydrochloric acid is the one which is present in the human gastric juice. So especially at what part of the human digestive system, students? Stomach. This hydrochloric acid is present in the stomach. In the form of what? In the form of gastric juices. These HCl will create the pepsinogen. So which in turn releases the pepsin enzyme. So what is the function of this pepsin enzyme, students? These pepsin enzyme will break down the protein. Okay, this pepsin enzyme will break down the protein. Actually, what happens in the stomach, students? In the stomach, breaking down of food takes place, especially what nutrient? Protein. So which enzyme will break down this pepsin, students? Which enzyme will break down this protein? Pepsin. Remember, very, very important. Okay, so next, gas that acts as the primary carbon source in the Calvin cycle. So what is that gas, students? The gas is carbon dioxide. And finally, vitamin whose deficiency causes defective collagen synthesis is ascorbic acid. Ascorbic acid is nothing but what, students? Vitamin C. If there is a vitamin C deficiency in our body, so what happens, students? It affects our skin and hair. So most of the celebrities, so what they will do, students? They will take collagen treatment. Why? Because in order to reproduce, in order to produce the collagen in their body, so lot of celebrities will take collagen treatment. So that is nothing but if there is a deficiency of vitamin C, so what happens in our body, students? Collagen synthesis defective takes place. That means it dries up our skin. So it makes our skin look very, very old. Okay, so for the synthesis of collagen, which vitamin is required, students? Vitamin C. It is also known as ascorbic acid. So what are the rich sources of vitamin C, students? Like citrus fruits, orange, lemon. Okay, so these are very, very important. So due to the vitamin C deficiency, what type of diseases is caused? Scurvy. Scurvy is nothing but what? Bleeding in gums. Okay, very, very important. Hi Basha, hi Joseph, hi Shivani, hi Anjali, Nagarani, very, very good evening. Okay. So what is the answer? QRS. Option C is the correct answer for this question. Sorry. Option C is the correct answer for this question. Okay. Done. Next. Next, hi Lakshmi, hi, very good evening. So if your friends need the classes in English medium, tell them to join in this session also. So already this session has completed in Chandan Likes main channel. If you want to learn it for practice, you can attempt this as a test also. Okay, so next question. Column A, column B. Property of matter described by Newton's first law of motion. Statement 2. pH value of freshly prepared distilled water at 25 degrees centigrade. Statement 3. Primary organ responsible for selective reabsorption in human excretory system. So, column B 1.5 inertia nephron 7. So, all of you match the column A with column B and mention your answer in the comment section. Yes, let your friends join in the session, students. So, if the strength is high, we will get lot of interest, right? Yeah, very good. So, what is the first statement? Says property of matter described by Newton's first law of motion. So, do you know, students, Newton's first law of motion, it is also known as law of inertia. Okay, it is also known as what, students? Law of inertia. This law of inertia always depends on mass but not on velocity, right? So, what do you mean by this Newton's first law of motion? Nothing but, so this object is at rest. So, this object will be at rest until and unless an extra force is applied on it. So, it will be in its position until and unless any force is applied on it. It will be in motion until and unless any obstacle distracts it. So, that is nothing but what, friends? Newton's first law. It is also known as law of inertia. And what is Newton's second law? F is equal to ma. It is also known as law of gravitation. And Newton's third law. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. So, what is this, students? Option number 1 is Q. And statement number 2. So, we all know very well pH. pH value ranges from what, students? 4 to 0 to 11. If the pH is less than 7, we consider it as acid. If the pH is equal to 7, we consider it as neutral. If pH is greater than 7, we consider it as base. And what is the pH value of pure water which is distilled at 25 degrees centigrade? So actually, what do you mean by distillation, students? Distillation is nothing but if we heat the water, so what happens? The water will be precipitated. The water will be precipitated and the water vapor will be formed, and that water vapor is known as what? Distilled water. It is considered as very pure water, so which is at 25 degrees centigrade, and that water pH value will be is equal to what, students? 7. Okay, so this is S. Now, primary organ responsible for selective absorption in human excretory system. So, human excretory system, it is related to which organ in our body, students? Kidney. So, there is a functional unit in our kidney, and that functional unit of kidney is known as what, students? Nephron. So, what is the function of this nephron? These nephron will absorb the some of the selective items, so which will be helpful for the further functions. So, what are those selective nutrients, like proteins, nutrients, carbohydrates, fats, lipids. So, these are the things which will be absorbed by the functional unit of the kidney. What is that? Nephron. And these nutrients will be sent to the bloodstream, back to the bloodstream. Okay. So, what is the answer for this question? This is R. QSR. So, option D is the correct answer for this question. Very good students, very good. So, next question, column A, column B. Column A, metabolic pathway that completely oxidizes glucose in presence of oxygen inside mitochondria. Okay. Most reactive metal among sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium. Colored muscular structure that regulates diameter of pupil. All of you match the column A with column B. So, before matching, I will tell you the statements explanation so that you can easily match. Okay, Lakshmi, don't worry. If you listen all my RRB Group D General Science session, so for sure you are going to attempt, so max 15 to 20. So, if you look at the Chandan Loic's main channel live session, live session section, you will get all RRB Group D General Science classes. So, almost I have explained 20 to 25 RRB Group D General Science classes. If you if you practice all those MCQs, definitely you are going to do 15 to 20 question MCQs from General Science. Okay. So, what is the answer for this question, students? What is this? Metabolic pathway that completely oxidizes glucose in presence of oxygen inside mitochondria. So, what is happening here, students? So, when we do lot of exercise, so just imagine we are doing lot of exercise. So, suddenly we have stopped the exercise, we have stopped doing the exercise. So, what happens? So, there will be lack of oxygen. Okay, there will be lack of oxygen, such that what happens? During the lack of oxygen, so what happens, students? Glucose is, we need lot of energy, right? Okay, during anaerobic respiration, our body needs lot of energy, but it is happening during in the absence of oxygen. So, during absence of oxygen, what happens? Glucose is converting into, instead of converting into pyruvic acid, glucose is converting into lactic acid. So, this lactic acid, it will be stay in the muscles in the form of acid. So, what happens there, students? So, muscle cramps and pains will be there. So, that is nothing but what, students? Instead of converting glucose into pyruvic acid, as it is converting from glucose to lactic acid. So, what is happening there? Muscle cramps and pain is happening there. So, this is all happening in the absence of oxygen. So, if there is a presence of oxygen, if it is an aerobic respiration, so what happens here, students? The glucose will be converted into pyruvic acid, and this pyruvic acid will be entered into the mitochondria. And what happens in this mitochondria, students? These mitochondria, you all know very well, it is also known as powerhouse of the cell. So, ATP energy is synthesized for cellular respiration, and in the aerobic respiration, 38 ATP energy is synthesized, and in anaerobic respiration only 2 ATP energy is synthesized. Remember, very, very important. Okay? Yes. So, this is R. And most reactive metal among sodium, potassium, calcium and magnesium. So, which is the highly reactive metal means potassium. Why? Because this potassium easily catches fire. If it is in air, this potassium has the capacity of easily catching the fire. For this purpose only, the sodium and potassium always they will be stored in kerosene. Okay? And sodium is the one whose density is very, very lesser than water. Okay? So, what is the answer for this question, students? This is like P. And third one is colored muscular structure that regulates diameter of pupil. Pupil is nothing but the small black thing which is in our eye. So, actually colored muscular structure that regulates the diameter of pupil. That diameter of the pupil will be regulated by the iris. Iris is the nothing but the colored part of the eye. The colored part of the eye is known as what is iris, and that iris will regulate the diameter of pupil. Very, very important. Okay. So, what is the answer here? Here it is Q. RPQ. So, option A is the correct answer. Yes. Very good. Very good. Yes. Very good, Lavanya. Very good. Yes. Very good. Next question. Column A, column B. Column A, column B. Two main substances essentially required for corrosion of iron to occur at normal temperature. Statement 2. Plant hormone, plant growth hormone primarily responsible for apical dominance. SI unit of electrical power. Now try to put your answer in the comment section, and column B is gibberellins, watt, oxygen plus water vapor, Pascal, oxens. Now try to put your answer in the comment section, students. Very good. So what is the first statement? You all know what is corrosion. Corrosion is nothing but what is rusting. So rusting is nothing but layer of iron ferrite, layer of ferric oxide. Iron oxide, that is nothing but ferric oxide, Fe2O3. So if there is a rusting formation, so in the presence of what the rust will be formed? In the presence of oxygen plus moisture. If there is the presence of oxygen plus moisture, only rust formation takes place. If there is any one of the component is absent, the rust formation does not take place. Okay. So what is this one? First statement is R. And the second is plant growth hormone primarily responsible for apical dominance. Generally, we have 5 types of hormones, right? Auxins, gibberellins, cytokinins, abscisic acid, and finally ethylene. Ethylene is only the gaseous hormone, so which is helpful for the ripening of the fruit. Okay? And cytokinins is the hormone which is helpful for the cell division. Cytokinins is the hormone which is helpful for the cell division. Abscisic is the hormone which acts as a reverse of cytokinins. Okay, it inhibits the cell division. For example, when the plant is under famine, so what happens, students? The stomata which is present in the plant, it will be closed due to the release of this abscisic acid hormone. This abscisic acid hormone, it is also known as what? Stress hormone. And finally, auxins. This auxin promotes the cell division. This auxin promotes the cell elongation, not division, cell elongation. Okay, what happens here? So it also perform a apical dominance. Apical dominance is nothing but, okay, so the tree will be grown taller. The tree will be grown taller. At the tip of the plant, so there is an hormone which is known as auxin. So this hormone auxin, it will be traveled downwards. It will be transmitted downwards the plant, such that what happens is this auxin hormone will not let the side buds to grow. Will not let the side buds to grow. If you need to grow the plant in a bushy way, so what we have to do, students? We have to cut the tip of the plant. Such that what happens, that auxin hormone will be set free. Okay, that plant is set free from auxin hormone, such that the plant can be grow in a bushy way. Okay, so by this what you can see, students, this apical dominance is a property in which type of hormone? In auxin. So option T. And finally, SI unit of electrical power is RTQ. So, where is this RTQ? Option B is the correct answer for this question. Yes, very good. Okay. Next question. Very, very good evening, Katyayani, Shyamala. Next question. General science, physics, chemistry, biology. So, separate classes available both in English medium as well as Telugu medium. So, you can get this course at just 299 rupees, 4 months validity, and 8 months 499 rupees. Okay, if you need this course, so use this JM10 coupon code so that you will get discount, huge discount even on this very low prices. Okay, next question. RRB Group D special batch complete course is also available on our Chandan Law. In this course also the classes will be explained both in English as well as Telugu languages. SSC CGL special batch complete course is also available on our Chandan Law. Telangana SIN Constable prelims plus means complete course is also available on our Chandan Law. Telangana High Court special batch complete course is also available on our Chandan Law. Next question. On each and every course, if you utilize JM10 coupon code, you will get huge discount. Remember that. And if you are going to purchase the course, don't forget to apply JM10 coupon code. Okay. Next question. Column A, column B. Column A, blood group that can be safely transfused to any person. That means universal donor. And statement 2, nature of image formed by a plane mirror, focal length wise. And statement 3, inert gas commonly used inside incandescent bulbs to increase filament life. Infinite organ, ORH negative, AB positive. Now, match it and put your answer in the comment section, students. Very good, very good. So, blood group I have explained in the morning session itself. So, blood groups was discovered by Carl Landsteiner. Blood groups were discovered by Carl Landsteiner. How many types of blood groups we have, students? AB blood group, O blood group, A blood group, B blood group. AB blood group means, so it has A antigen, B antigen, but no AB antibodies. O means it is universal donor, so it has no antigens, but it has AB antibodies. And finally, A blood group means it has A antigen, but no, it has A antigen, B antibody. B blood group means it has B antigen, A antibody. Okay. So, universal acceptor, universal recipient is like AB and a universal donor is O group. Okay. Remember, very, very important. So, what is this, students? This is universal donor means O group, that is R. And nature of image formed by a plane mirror. So, what is this plane mirror, students? Plane mirror is nothing but it will be flat, right? So, for a plane mirror, is there any radius of curvature? No. Only the spherical mirrors like a convex and concave mirrors, they will have the radius of curvature. Why? Because they are in the spherical shape. So, for the flat mirror, there is no radius of curvature. If there is no radius of curvature, so what will be the focal length? Focal length will be, okay, focal length will be infinity. Why? Because for this flat mirror, the radius of curvature will be infinite. In the same way, the focal length will be also infinite. So, what is this actually? Here it is P. And finally, so in order to increase the filament life, so what is the filament used in like bulb, students? Tungsten filament. So, due to very high temperature, this tungsten may be melted. Okay, due to very high temperature. So, due to the electricity, when there is a very high temperature, that tungsten filament may undergo melting. So, in order to protect that tungsten filament from melting, so if we use this argon gas, so that tungsten will not be melted. Okay. So, what is this here, students? Q, RPQ. So, option A is the correct answer. Very good. Okay. Very good, students. RPQ is the correct answer. Next, column A, column B. Statement 1. Scientists who proposed that mass can be converted into energy. Statement 2. Gas responsible for greenhouse effect that has highest heat trapping capacity per molecule. Statement 3. Instrument used to measure potential difference between 2 points in a circuit. Column B, voltmeter, methane, Einstein, galvanometer. Match it and put your answer in the comment section. Yes, very good students. So if you listen the things which I am again and again repeating, so you will not be, okay. So if you do not do like a revision also, it will be helpful for you. So what is the answer for this question? Scientists who propose that mass can be converted into energy. So mass energy equilibrium. Mass energy equilibrium. What is the equation for mass energy equilibrium, students? E is equal to mc square. Remember, very important. And who given this equation, students? Albert Einstein. So this is option R. Gas responsible. I have already told you what are greenhouse gases. Greenhouse gases are nothing but the gases which absorbs the heat from the atmosphere. So carbon dioxide, methane and tropospheric ozone. So these are some of the greenhouse gases. Okay. So these carbon dioxide absorbs the heat from the atmosphere. So while we exhale and from combustion. Okay. While we exhale and the plants exhale what is carbon dioxide. Okay, during exhalation and during combustion, the carbon dioxide gas will absorb those heat. And what is this methane? This methane gas is released from like a rice field, cattle field and wetlands. Okay, so when compared to carbon dioxide, this methane gas has the capacity to absorb the heat 25 to 80 times more than carbon dioxide. Okay, so what is the answer for this question, students? The answer for this question is like methane, Q. And finally, the instrument which is used to measure potential difference, that is nothing but electrical voltage. So what is that instrument is known as voltmeter. Okay, so this is Q. RQP, option A is the correct answer. Now what is this galvanometer, students? Galvanometer is nothing but it is the instrument which is used to measure very small currents at low magnitude. Okay, yes. Next. Assertion in humans, the process of respiration is always aerobic in mitochondria. Reason, anaerobic respiration produces much less energy than aerobic respiration. Both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. Both A and R are true but R is not the correct explanation of A. A is true but R is false, A is false but R is true. So try to tell the answer for this question. I have already told you, in our human beings, both the types of respiration takes place, like aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. So during aerobic respiration, the glucose will be entered into the mitochondria, which is considered as the powerhouse of the cell, such that 36 to 38 adenosine triphosphate energy is synthesized. Under anaerobic respiration conditions, so what happens, students? So the glucose will not be entered into the mitochondria, it will be directly entered into the cytoplasm, such that the ATP energy synthesis will be very less, which is equal to 2 ATP. Now tell me the answer, students. Very good, both A and R are true. So reason, during aerobic respiration, ATP energy synthesis in the mitochondria will be 38 ATPs. In the anaerobic respiration, ATP synthesis will be just 2 ATP. Remember, students, very important. Okay? Yes. Next. Assertion. Villi in the small intestine increases the surface area for absorption of digested food. Reason, digested food is absorbed only by simple diffusion across the intestinal wall. Both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. Both A and R are true but R is not the correct explanation of A. A is true but R is false. A is false but R is true. Now tell me the answer for this question. You may guess it is A but it is not A. Try to give the correct answer. So what is this, students? So we all know in small intestine, okay, small intestine has 3 parts, right? Duodenum, jejunum and ileum. So in which part of the small intestine this villi is present, students? This villi is located in the jejunum part. So this villi is a finger-like projection. So what is the function it will perform? What function it will perform, students? It will absorb all the nutrients from the food we take, and these nutrients are sent to the bloodstream. So that is the major function of this villi. Okay, if we stretch this villi, so how much area it is going to be expanded? If we stretch this villi is going to be expanded equal to the area of the tennis court. Okay, it is especially used for the absorption of nutrients. In order to expand the surface of the food absorption, this villi can be stretched until where? Until the area of the tennis court. Okay. So next thing is like digested food is, so no students, A is true but R is false. Very good. So A is true but R is false. Why? Because digested food is absorbed only by simple diffusion. It is not absorbed only by simple diffusion, students. It is also digested by facilitated diffusion, osmosis, active transport. Okay, the food which is digested, it is absorbed not only by simple diffusion, students, it also absorbed by osmosis process, active transport and facilitated diffusion. Remember, very important. Okay, so that's what I am saying. So by the classes which are already taught in Chandan Laik's main channel, and the students who need the classes in English medium, so I am going to conduct classes for them only. Okay. Next question. When zinc is added to dilute sulfuric acid, so if you have already listened this class, you can take it as a test, right? Okay. This is for the students who needs the classes in English medium. I am not going to repeat and again the classes which are happened in the Chandan Laik's main channel, that classes are only going to be repeated in this Chandan Laik's English YouTube channel for the students who needs the classes in English medium. If you have already listened that classes, there is no problem if you listen these classes again and again. Okay, take it as a practice test. Okay. And what is the answer for this question, students? So actually it is a Chandan Laik's English YouTube channel. Okay. And tell me the answer for this question. When zinc is added to hydrochloric acid, so what is when zinc is added to hydrochloric acid, so what is released, students? So zinc chloride plus H2, hydrogen is released. Okay. So zinc is placed above hydrogen in reactivity series. Yes. Okay. Very good. Sorry, it is not what hydrochloric acid, it is sulfuric acid. Zinc is reacting with dilute sulfuric acid. So what will get done? Zinc sulfate plus hydrogen gas. Okay. So what is this sulfuric acid, students? Sulfuric acid is nothing but it is the king of acid. It is the king of chemicals or king of acids. King of acids. Okay. So I have discussed many times. Okay, king of acid, sulfuric acid, queen of acid, nitric acid, king of base, sodium hydroxide. Okay, king of elements, carbon. So which element which element is the result for introduction of organic chemistry, students? Carbon. Okay, hydrocarbons which consist of alkanes, alkenes, alkynes, alkyne. Clear? Yes. Next. Assertion. Rusting of iron is a slow chemical change that requires both oxygen and moisture. Reason. Rust is formed only in the presence of carbon dioxide. Now try to give the correct answer for this question. Okay, read the question properly and try to give the correct answer for each and every MCQ. Why? Because I have already, tell me what is the answer for this question. Yeah. Okay. So what is this, students? Rusting of iron is the slow chemical change that requires both oxygen and moisture. So for a iron to get rusted, so what is required, students? So oxygen and moisture. If there is a presence of oxygen and moisture only, the rusting formation takes place for iron rod. That is okay. So what is this reason? It is saying rust is formed only in the presence of carbon dioxide. It is saying it is not present in the presence of, it is not formed in the presence of carbon dioxide. It is formed in the presence of oxygen plus moisture. A is true but R is false. Okay. Next. 0 to hero course, arithmetic, reasoning and advanced maths classes were available in Chandan law except railway exams, complete course CBT1 and CBT2, complete courses are also available on Chandan law except SSC exam, complete courses are also available, APPSC, TGPSC, SSI constable courses are also available on Chandan law except. Next question, assertion, a body moving in a circular path with a constant speed experience acceleration. Reason, acceleration is the rate of change of velocity and velocity changes direction in circular motion. So actually what it is saying is a body is moving in a circular path. A body is moving in a circular path at regular intervals of time with a constant speed. There is no change in speed. If there is no change in speed and if there is no body moving in a circular path with a constant speed experience acceleration. So constant speed experience acceleration. So what is happening here, students? So velocity is nothing but what, students? Rate of change of velocity is nothing but rate of change of speed by time. Speed by time is nothing but velocity. Speed does not consider direction but the velocity consider direction. What is this? The object is moving in a circular direction with the same speed. As it is moving same speed, there is no change in velocity. If there is no change in velocity, there is no acceleration generated. And reason, acceleration is the rate of change of velocity and velocity changes direction in circular motion. So what is the answer for this question, students? Both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. Even though it is moving with a constant speed, it is changing the direction, right? If it is changing the direction, so what is happening here, students? It is only changing the direction. Listen properly. Velocity is a, listen properly, students, velocity is a vector quantity. Vector quantity means what, students? So it consists of both magnitude and direction. It is only changing the direction, but the magnitude is remaining constant. If the magnitude is remaining constant, if there is no magnitude, that means if there is only a direction, so what is that? It comes under scalar quantity. So what is this, students? Statement A is wrong. So what is this option? A is false but R is true. Listen properly. It is moving in a constant speed. There is no magnitude, there is no change in magnitude, there is only change in direction. Vector, velocity is a vector quantity. It must have both the velocity as well as a direction. If it takes both changes, so then we can say it as it is acceleration. But here, yes, answer is option A is false but R is true. Next question. Newton's first law is also known as law of inertia. Reason, inertia depends on the mass of the object and is independent of its velocity. Both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. Both A and R are true but R is not the correct explanation of A. A is true but R is false. A is false but R is true. Now tell me what is the answer for this question. If there is a constant velocity, actually what do you mean by acceleration? The rate of change of velocity. There is no change in velocity. Then how come the acceleration comes into the point, students? So just imagine. And what is the answer for this question? Very good. Newton's first law is also known as law of inertia. Inertia depends on the mass of the object and is independent of its velocity. This is also correct. Next. Insulin is secreted by the pancreas to lower blood glucose levels. Deficiency of insulin causes hyperglycemia leading to diabetes mellitus. Now tell me what is the answer for this question. Yes, insulin. Insulin is the enzyme which was secreted by pancreas. What do you mean by pancreas? Pancreas acts as a dual gland. It acts as both of endocrine gland as well as exocrine gland. Endocrine gland means which secretes hormone. Exocrine gland means which releases enzymes and sweat. Okay, this insulin was secreted by pancreas for what purpose students? For controlling or for regulating the blood sugar in our body. Okay, and finally, if there is a deficiency in insulin, so what type of disease is caused students? Diabetes mellitus. Okay, mellitus, very good. Auxin promotes apical dominance in plants. Cytokinins promotes cell division and delays senescence. So, is the assertion is the reason for cytokinin? Now, try to tell the answer for this question. So, they have given like the functioning of the auxin in assertion, and in reason they have given the functioning of the cytokinins. Is there any relationship between assertion and reason? So, just imagine and put your answer in the comment section. Okay, you all know what is the function of the auxin hormone. This auxin hormone promotes the cell elongation and for apical dominance. And when it comes to this cytokinins promotes the cell division, and it will not let the leaves to get aged. Okay, both are true, but is the assertion, okay, for the assertion is the reason is the correct one or not? Tell me. Yes, both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. Clear? Why? Because both are true, but for assertion, reason is not the correct explanation. Okay, they are independently telling the functions of the different types of plant hormones, but assertion is not the, okay, reason is not the reason for assertion. Clear? Next. Villi in the small intestine help in increasing the surface area for absorption of nutrients. Digestion of proteins begins in the stomach with the help of pepsin enzyme. Salivary amylase acts on the starch in the mouth and continues its action in the stomach. Now tell me, here there are 3 statements, friends. So how many statements are correct? How many statements are correct? Shivani, auxin promotes cell elongation, even apical dominance also. Okay, apical dominance is nothing but if you cut the tip of the auxin, so what happens? The tree will be grown in the bushy way. If you does not cut the tip of the a plant, so it will be grow taller, and that property is known as apical dominance. Okay. And what is the answer for this question, students? Villi, I have already told you, villi which is present in the small intestine jejunum. So, these will absorb all the nutrients from the food we take. Okay, so what it will do, students? It will also let the food to be absorbed in a larger quantity. It will let the area to expand. Okay, until where? Until 10 is quote. Okay, so option statement 1 is correct. And what is this statement 2? Digestion of proteins begins in the stomach. As I told you already, stomach consists of gastric juices. So these gastric juices, HCl, mainly HCl, will create the pepsinogen enzyme, which releases the pepsin enzyme. These pepsin enzyme will break down the proteins into amino acid. So that is also true. And salivary amylase, these salivary glands, parotid, sublingual and submandibular, these 3 glands will release the saliva. Okay, these saliva consist of amylase enzyme, and these amylase enzyme will digest the starch within the mouth. So all the 3 states, but it does not continue till stomach. So only 1 and 2 are correct. The amylase, the salivary glands, the amylase which was released by the salivary glands, that amylase enzyme will not be continued till the stomach. Okay, remember, very, very important. Very, very good evening, Prasanna. Next. An object moving in a straight line with a constant velocity has 0 acceleration. Option number 2. Statement number 2. In uniform circular motion, the direction of velocity changes continuously, so acceleration is present. Option number 3. Centripetal force is the real force acting towards the center of the circle. So what it is telling, students? Statement number 1. Object is moving in a straight line with a constant velocity, has 0 acceleration. Yes, So, the object is moving with a constant velocity. If the object is moving with a constant velocity, so what happens, students? There is no magnitude. There is only direction but no magnitude. If there is no magnitude, if there is no direction, if there is no magnitude, so what is this, students? If the velocity is constant, indirectly there is no acceleration. Okay, so statement 1 is correct. And statement 2, what it is saying, in uniform circular motion, the direction of velocity, that means this object direction always changes. This object direction always changes. So, which continuously, always changes continuously means there is like a, what? There is a change in a magnitude but also change in direction. That means it is a vector quantity. So, rate of change of velocity is nothing but acceleration. Statement 2 is correct. And finally, statement 1 also correct. Centripetal force is a real force acting towards the center of the circle. Centripetal force is nothing but the force which acts towards the center of the circle. For example, washing machine, that is our tsunami. So, these are known as what? Centripetal force. Centrifugal means away from the center. Okay. So, all the 3 statements are correct. Very good. Next, pH of pure water at 25 degrees centigrade is exactly 7. Acids turns blue litmus red and have pH less than 7. Strong acids like HCl completely dissociate in water, while weak acid like acetic acid partially dissociate. Now tell the answer for this question. This is the question from acids and bases. Now try to, yes, centrifugal away from the center, centripetal towards the center. Example, washing machine. Okay. Now try to tell the answer for this question, students. So they have given 3 statements. So are those 3 statements correct or any of the statement is wrong? So identify and put your answer in the comment section. Yes. Okay, all the 3 statements are correct. Why? Because I have already told you pH value ranges from 0 to 14. pH value of pure water which is distilled at 25 degrees centigrade is 7. So if acid, if like a solution converts from blue litmus to red litmus, it is acid. If red litmus to blue litmus, it is base. Okay. So, strong acid like HCl, if you dissolve this HCl, hydrochloric acid in water, it gives us H++ and Cl minus. That means it is completely separated. If you dissolve acetic acid into water, so it will only dissipate 5% only. Okay, only 5% of the dissipation takes place in acetic acid, which is a very weak acid. 4 to 8% of acetic acid gives us vinegar. Okay, yes, pH value of HCl is 1.5. Next, reflex actions are controlled by the spinal cord without involvement of the brain. 2. Insulin is secreted by beta cells of islets of Langerhans in the pancreas to reduce blood sugar level. Thyroxine hormone regulates metabolism and is produced by adrenal gland. And try to answer to this question, students. Tell me, reflex actions are nothing but sudden actions. Okay, reflex actions are nothing but sudden actions. I have already given you the example also in the previous class. Now tell me what is the answer for this question. For example, reflex action is nothing but, so there is a flame. Okay, if I put my finger near the flame, automatically I will take back my hand backwards. Why? Because here what is acting? Okay, my brain is not functioning here, students, my spinal cord is functioning here. So it is nothing but what? Reflex action. The movement of hand, when I put my hand near the flame, it is taking backwards, and this is due to the working of spinal cord movements, not by the brain movement. Okay, so what is the answer? So this is okay, and insulin is secreted by pancreas which controls the blood sugar levels, and this is also true. But thyroxine hormone regulates metabolism, that is true, but it was not released by adrenal gland, it was released by thyroid gland. It was released by thyroid gland, and this adrenal gland will release what, students? Cortisol and adrenaline. Next, SSC GD special batch complete course is available on Chandan except RRB NTPC complete course is also available. Bank exam complete course is also available on Chandan except Bank SSC RRB combo course is also available. Next question, in a parallel circuit, the voltage across each component is the same. SI unit of electrical resistance is ohm and it increases with the length of conductor. Fuse wire is made up of low melting point allowed to protect the circuit by melting during overload. Now try to answer this question, students. So what the first equation is saying, I have already told you, students, in series connection the current is same. In series connection the current is same but the voltage is different. In parallel connection the voltage is same but the current is different. In series connection, if one connection is if one circuit is failed, the whole current will be stopped. In parallel connection, if one circuit is break, so the current will be passed into the another circuit. Okay. So for the series connection, the equivalent resistance will be R1 plus R2, and for the parallel connection equivalent resistance will be 1 by R equivalent is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Okay. So if there is a series plus parallel connection, at that time R equivalent will be R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. Okay, now what is the answer for this question? All the three statements are correct. So when there is a very high voltage current, if we like a safety device, if you use the safety device such that what happens is this safety device which is made up of very low melting point material, it will be melted. If it is melted, so what happens, the circuit's passing will be stopped such that that high voltage current will be prevented. Okay. Next. Metals are good conductors of heat and electricity due to free electrons. Rusting of iron requires presence of oxygen and moisture and it is a physical change. Aluminium is more reactive than iron but does not corrode easily due to the formation of protective oxide layer. So which is the wrong statement in the given three statements? Identify and put your answer in the comment section. Students who has not yet liked the session, once all of you click the like button and share it to a maximum student who needs the classes in English medium. And also the PDF is available in Telegram link. If you join in the Telegram channel, you can download the PDF for free. Okay, not only Telegram, we have Instagram, WhatsApp channels also. If you join in those channels, you will get daily current affairs PDF, and not only that, you will even get the updates regarding anything. Okay, so what is the answer for this question, students? Very good, very good. Okay, so option 1 is, statement 1 is correct and statement 3 is correct. So, but statement 2 is wrong. Why? Because it is not a physical strain. Formation of rusting, it is not a physical strain, students, it is a chemical change. Very good. Okay? Yes. Next, it is a chemical change. In humans, XX chromosomes pair determines female sex while XY determines male. Pollination is the transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma, which is essential before fertilization. DNA is the hereditary material present only in the nucleus of the cell. Now tell me who is going to give answer to this question. So here are the three statements. From these three statements, so one statement is incorrect, identify that incorrect statement and put your answer in the comment section. So as the first statement, we all know, so our human body consists of 23 pairs of chromosomes, and from these 23 pairs, 22 are autosomes and one pair is sex hormones. So these sex hormones are XX. If it is XX, that is it is female, and if it is XY, we can consider it as male hormone. Okay, equal number of chromosomes are shared to the child from both the parents. Okay, and not only that, students, if there is any chromosome deficient or extra chromosome is present in the child, so what type of diseases they face, just like Turner syndrome, Down syndrome, so many types of syndromes are there. So that may be due to the deficiency or due to the addition of the extra chromosome. Okay, and finally statement 2, we all know pollination process takes place between male flower and female flower. So when the wind takes place, so what happens, the pollen grains from the male flower, so will be travel to the wind and it will fall into the female flower. So that process is nothing but the pollination, the transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma is called pollination. So that statement is also correct. But statement 3 is wrong. Why? Because DNA is present not only in the nucleus, students, but also it is present in the mitochondria and chloroplast. Okay? Yes. So 1 and 2. Convex mirror always forms virtual, erect and diminished image. Speed of the sound is maximum in solids and minimum in gases. Rainbow formation involves refraction, dispersion and total internal reflection of light in water droplets. Now try to answer. So here are the 3 statements, students. Okay. Now try to answer your question in the comment section. So the I have explained in detail in Chandan Loik's main channel, and for your practice purpose I am again and again repeating the same session, students, so that everything will be reminded. Okay, very good. So this is also all the 3 statements are correct. Why? Because convex mirror is nothing but what it is, diverging mirror. The mirror which we use in vehicles is a convex mirror. Why? Because it will show the images which are at very long distances in a diminished manner. Okay, so that is okay. Next, speed of the sound. So speed of the sound will be maximum in solids, then after liquids, then after gases. So sound always requires a medium to travel. And finally, rainbow. You all know rainbow. So rainbow is formed due to many phenomena like refraction, total internal reflection. So that is also correct. Okay. Next, last question. Ethanol is used as an antiseptic because it denatures proteins in microbes. Soaps are sodium or potassium salts of long chain fatty acids and work better in hot water. Covalent compounds generally have high melting points due to strong intermolecular forces. Now try to tell answer for this question, students. So we all know during fermentation process what happens? Fermentation process takes place in the absence of oxygen. So what happens here, students? Sugars are converted into alcohol, that is nothing but ethanol. Okay, so this ethanol, it is used as antiseptic to kill the microbes. Yes, that is correct. And statement number 2 is, so soaps, we cannot use soaps in hot water. If we use the soaps in hot water, the soaps does not give foam. But instead of giving foam, what it will give, students? It will give scum. Scum is nothing but a white precipitation, so which is not dissolved in water. That means statement 2 is wrong. Okay, why? Because hot water consists of calcium and magnesium salts that are not dissolved in hot water. So if we add washing soda to that hot water, temporary hardness of water will be removed. That salts will be converted into carbonates or bicarbonates, and they will become a solid like substance which stays downwards the okay. So what is the answer, students? None. Only statement 1 is correct. Covalent compounds generally have very low melting point due to weak intermolecular forces. Okay, so this is also wrong, this is also wrong, only 1 is correct. So statement E is the correct answer for this question, none. Why? Because only 1 is correct, but in the option 1 is correct, option is not there. So we have to put E as the correct answer. Clear? The end. General Science course is available on a Chandan Loik app. If you utilize JM10 code, you will get this course for 10% discount. Okay, 4 months validity, you can get it only for 299 rupees. For 8 month validity, it is just 499 rupees. RRB Group D complete course is available on Chandan Loik app. SSC CGL special batch complete course is also available. Telangana essay concept courses are also available on Chandan Loik app. Telangana High Court 859 vacancies complete updated content course is also available on Chandan Loik app. 0 to Hero complete course is also available. Railway exam complete course is also available on Chandan Loik app. SSC exam complete course is also available. APPSC TGPSC essay constable courses is also available on Chandan Loik app. SSC GD special batch complete course is also available. RRB NTPC special batch complete course is also available on Chandan Loik app. Bank exam complete course is also available. Bank SSC RRB combo course is also available on Chandan Loik app. APPSC TGPSC Group 2 courses are also available. APPSC TGPSC special batch complete courses are also available. APPSC TGPSC maths batch complete courses are also available. UPSC CSAT complete courses also. Each and every course classes are explained both in English and as well as Telugu languages. Okay, bye students, let's meet in the tomorrow morning Chandan Loik's main channel set number 7 with different types of 25 MCQs. Bye students, take care.